Hearthstone, Heroes of Warcraft.
Hearthstone Heroes of Warcraft is a free-to-play online card game created by Blizzard and can be run on Microsoft Windows, Mac OS X and iPad platforms. The game is created by Blizzard, and like most games created by Blizzard, such as the World of Warcraft series, StarCraft trilogy and Diablo series, is designed to target audiences to buy the game and play it. The main and most obvious purpose of the game is to produce profits for the game designers. However, the purpose of the game actually revolves around a deceptively simple but addictive plot. Each Hearthstone match is a 1 versus 1 battle against an opponent, and each player takes turns to draw cards and summon minions to do battles on the hero's behalf. Each player has 30 health, and the objective of the game is to be the first one to reduce the opponent's health to 0. There are 4 different game modes to choose from, but essentially the gameplay is pretty much the same, with cards being the substance of the game. When playing the game, the user is given the option of selecting from 9 different heroes to play as his or her designated character. Once chosen, you are given the option of selecting from different cards that only a certain hero or class would have, and from these cards, only 30 are to be chosen to be placed into your deck. After, the character is taken and put into a queuing system to be matched against a worthy opponent, where they will battle it out on the fields of justice. Some basic and minor restrictions are set in the game by the designers, however the actual gameplay can vary as different cards with different abilities decides the fate of the game. All cards in Hearthstone are given a rating between common, rare, epic and legendary. Besides these ground rules, the rest are up to the player to make with the cards that they have. For example, all heroes and cards must attack and kill taunt cards played by the opponent before attacking anything else. When it comes to player interest, most users would expect the game to be any other boring card trading and collection game, but it's uncanny how the deceptively simple plot put together by Blizzard can be so addictive. Hearthstone successfully pulls players into a genre that many do not care about, and tricks users into thinking a game with such simplicity cannot be able to maintain a user's attention. But it's clear that 10 million registered accounts within the first 2 months of release is a strong way of confirming their catchphrase: deceptively simple, insanely fun. Due to the average natural human concentration and interest span, Blizzard is digging deep into thinking and developing more ways to make sure that players do not lose interest, and most important of all, marketing smartly to attract new ones daily. Introducing new legendary cards was one move that held a lot of players in their seats. However, one of their recent marketing strategies was to introduce new modes of gameplay. These modes included competitive rank gameplay, where players fought it off to be placed into a ranking that decides their skill cap, Friends Battles, which was later introduced in a clever marketing scheme to expand their current population, and finally, the introduction of Hearthstone onto Macs and iPads for better portability and accessibility for players. Future development of the game will introduce new and enhanced game modes, possibly introducing Hearthstone on Android and mobile devices, and also constantly updating features and card decks. Because the game revolves around the taking turns and playing cards concept, it does not give extreme adrenaline rushes compared to games with fast-paced action or adventure-style duelings, like Need for Speed or Call of Duty. Even though Hearthstone does not give such big adrenaline rushes, it is still able to constantly maintain levels of excitement and addictiveness as players are wrapped into wanting better and discovering legendary cards or crafting better cards to add to their deck. And with over 500 different cards to discover and hundreds of updates weekly, the possibilities are endless. The types of body language often displayed by a player includes the following.
What the heck is that? Nice! Whoa! No!
Pleasurable aspects of playing the game. Playing the game provides a sense of enjoyment, a sense of belonging, and a sense of achievement. When you win a game, you feel like you have achieved something, and then you want to continue achieving, and so you play another game. When you play a ranked game, you're placed into a ranking from 1 to 25, and every time you win a match, you slowly start to climb up the ladders and play against better and wiser opponents. This gives players a sense of achievement, but it also makes players feel like they belong somewhere. Painful aspects include continuously losing games. This can happen when you're going on a tilt, meaning that you don't think properly and you start to make bad choices leading to your defeat. Another painful aspect is not getting the cards that you want when you buy packs, using the virtual currency of the game, of course. Since you use cards to battle with other players, you need to somehow acquire them and possibly gather better cards. The following painful aspect of playing the game derives from the previous one, and that is using real money to buy online card packs. people actually spend more money on packs than they intend to, because of its gambling nature. Every time you buy a pack and don't get what you want, you think you should buy another pack, because you will get it this time. And this goes on and on until you spent hundreds